Super glad to welcome you to this tutorial as we are going to look at Web3 and its endpoint. My name is Chima and I am the anchorman here. We are going to be looking at a couple of issues, what Web3 is, how to use Web3, and the good things that Web3 is absolutely brought for us and how it's going to be making our work to be so simple. That is exactly some of the things we are going to cover in this tutorial. I want to implore you to join me as we explore together on this tutorial today. It's going to be awesome. You're welcome once again. Internet has evolved since some 23 years of my using internet. I will share with you the upgrade of internet since I started. So this video, we're going to be looking at my own personal observation of how I've seen the internet evolve with time. I am super glad that I am living in this generation. So let's explore. Yes, look at these cars. Look at these cars. For example, look at the 1960 Toyota Corona model. Look at how beautiful it is, as at that time, very costly, well designed in their eyes. Now, look at 1990, also awesome. There is a body change, awesome. This is innovation of 1990. This is innovation of 1960. Can you imagine innovation of 2022? Toyota Corona model. Oh, you see any change? Is there any change in those cars? That shows innovation, improvement. That shows that the world is not static, that Toyota is not static. Toyota is thinking ahead, making great innovations. That is exactly what this place is talking about. So it is what the world of internet. Okay. In software development, we have versions. Yes, softwares are made to have versions. And these versions are being released as an improvement to the previous version. Okay, there is going to be a fixing of one issue or the other, or one upgrade of the other in the previous version. So there's going to be improvement. So we have in software development, we have version 1. You can have version 1.0 or 1. We can have version 2. We can have version 3. So V1, V2, V3. These are their versions, different versions. Okay, I hope you're making a sense from what we're talking about. We're talking about that we are going from one point to another, that we are having software being improved upon, and this improved upon is called versions. So we have version 1, the default version, that is the beginning of the version. So maybe 1 year later, maybe 6 months down the line, we discover that there is going to be a new improvement, something that we need to fix upon the other one. So we have to have version 2, okay? So for version 3, so for version 4, and it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. So that is the innovation. So it is in the world of internet. There is a tip here. I like this tip. I did this presentation on Google Slide. So if you go to Google File menu of Google Slide, yes, then click on version history, you're going to see all my alterations, all the things that I did to get this presentation to this level, okay? So it's called versions, different things I did, different steps I took to get what we are having, okay? So versions. So let us continue. We are talking about the upgrade in previous release, okay? As a human being, there was a time you were crawling. There was a time to sit, you could not be able to sit. To stand, you could not be able to stand. But right now, you can stand, you can run, you can do anything because there is improvement upon you. You have version 1 of you. You got version 1 of you. You got version 2 of you. All right, maybe you maybe got, maybe you are now in your version 60. So as we have version 1, version 2 in the world of software development, we also have Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3. And we are focusing on Web 3. We are focusing on Web 3. Yes, these are different versions of the internet since its creation. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the Web 1, the Web 2, and the Web 3 so that we will understand our leap, where we are coming from. That is exactly what we are talking about. So join me. Let's go to Web 1. According to Tim Berners-Lee, Web 1 is read-only web. It is the first generation of www from 1989 to 2005. Before 2005, I have already started using internet. I think I started 2000, year 2000. I think so. Year 2000. Okay, so I've tried it. Awesome. So between this period, the web, it was not easy. It was not easy at all during that time. It was not easy. Talking about our experience in this part of the world, I remember making payments on the internet was so bad that we don't know how to go about it. Making payment solution, you must have someone in the US to be able to do it for you, and so forth and so on. We have to pay some people, wait for some days, they have to make the payment and get back to us maybe 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, even 1 week later, even some 2 weeks before you get the payment done on the internet in those days. But right now, it is at the tip of our hands. I can just close our browser here and close the tab, and the next thing I do my payment, and is done. No need to wait for 3 days, 4 days before you get your payment done, and so forth and so on. So that has been big improvement. So Web 1 was read only. When we talk about read only, we're talking about information is just exposed to you. As I'm looking at this screen right now, there's no interaction whatsoever. I am not interacting with it. It's just there for me to see. Okay, that was how the web was then. So it was just there for me to see. Just go there, go and see something. That was Web 1. Just go there, go and see something. So it was just read only. Everything you were doing was just to read. So you read and you read and read. A huge takeaway from Web 1 is that sites were static. By that, we mean, like right now, you can be able to browse on your mobile phone, and the site you are currently browsing is going to take the dimension of your phone and make it to have a seamless experience. Okay, your experience using the web is so awesome, it's so great. Okay, so there are some innovations at the background that makes the web to be able to adjust its size to the screen of your phone. Okay, and in the Web 1, it was not like that. In Web 1, it was not like that. It was just a static web. It was just look me and I look you. So that was how the web, I think that's the best option. Look me and I look you. That's how Web 1 was from 1989 to 2005, and I can testify to that. Sites aren't interactive. That's true. Sites were not interactive, okay, as we have them these days. So that means there has been a huge impact. There has been a huge upgrade. There has been a huge improvement on the world of internet, okay? So that is Web 1. Applications were populated before you begin to use, just like today, we can jump in on Facebook, we can jump in on YouTube, we can jump in on Reddit. All those things, they were not there in those days, okay? Before you were able to use internet, you need to get your own proprietary application, okay, that will help you do your own things the way you want it. So ordinary users were finding it difficult to use the Web 1. And that is why there was need to change the way it was, okay? People using it, their experience was so poor, okay? It was so poor. And that is why there was need for a new web. Let's jump over to Web 2 and discover how it is. Web 2, we're talking about right now. Web 2. Can you see Twitter? Can you see Biomail? Can you see WhatsApp? You can see Skype. You can see YouTube. These are makeups. You can see Facebook. You can see Line. You can see all these things at the mark of Web 2. Okay, so there is huge improvement. Web 2 gets started to be dynamic. Yes, it was not static. In fact, if your site is static these days, I bet nobody will want to come to your site. So Web 2 was when these innovations pop up for us to use. So in Web 2, we had interactions. This is a key criteria. So Web 2 got people to be involved. That is a mark of Web 2. It got people to involve. I remember when Facebook was launched, I didn't know how to use it. Okay, it was just new technology, and got the news online that a new platform is born. Before Facebook were there, I remember I had a page on MySpace or something like that. A dating app like a High Five, all those ones, they all come and gone. But look at these giants, they are all here right now. So people are getting involved or got involved on Web 2. People got involved. Okay, that is quite different because the other one, there was no way you can interact with it. So it was just look me and I look you. But right now in Web 2, we have it look me and not just go beyond look me. Okay, look me, I look you. Is now look me, I can interact with you, I can touch you, I can feel you, I can do anything I want to do with you. Okay, that is the level, the new version of Web 2. Okay, so there is a huge improvement from Web 1 to Web 2. In Web 1, there was no interaction. In Web 2, there is interaction. People got involved in Web 2. Activities got involved in Web 2. So Web 2 is read, write, web. Yes. Web 2 is participative, okay? That is why you can have a place for yourself on YouTube. That's why you can have a place for yourself on Facebook, on Instagram. Just name it, all the social medias. So social media is a Web 2, okay? Social media is a Web 2 technology. So Web 2 allow more control to users and provide interaction, unlike Web 1 version. So Web 2 give people what they were actually lacking in Web 1, and Web 2 bring it for us. It was about participation. Web 2, we saw the birth of cloud technology, cloud computing. Now we'll be talking about Amazon, we're talking about AWS, we're talking about Google Cloud, we're talking about Azure, and so forth and so on. So these technology, they are born in Web 2, and that is the difference. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. Are you really following me? Do you understand what I'm saying? The difference between Web 1, Web 2. Are we in Web 2 or are we in Web 3? What do you think? What version are we? Are we in Web 2? What do you think? Web 3? Okay, Web 2. That is awesome. Web 3? That is awesome. Let's go to Web 3. Now, let's look at something here. Okay, we're now in Web 3. Let's check out something here. Okay, this is very, very important. According to John Markov, Web3 is new kind of web that began in 2006. It is defined as a semantic web and include integration, automation, discovery, and data. It encourages mobility and globalization. Okay, so Web3 give us new ability, improve on Web 2. We are talking about right now things like blockchain. Have you heard about the word blockchain? Look at this picture here. Block. This is a block here. This is another block here. They are connected. Okay? Hence, blockchain. So they are chained together. Datas are chained together. Blockchain. So in this one, we are seeing people connected together in blockchain. So what Web3 predominantly is seeing the innovation of artificial intelligence, is seeing the birth of blockchain in heavy dimension, Okay, these are innovations that are going to be taking the order in the next decade. Okay, so Web3 improve on Web1. Now, Web1 is static. Web2 is interactive. Web3 is not just interactive, it goes beyond that. Okay? Web3 is about decentralization. Now, in Web2 saw the birth of centralization. You see big giant companies like Google, like Facebook, they hijack the web for themselves. All of us have to work for them for their own benefit. But in Web3, you're going to be having more control for yourself. Okay? You're going to be doing your own things for yourself. So Web3 is read, write, own. So you're going to be owning your own things. Blockchain, the better blockchain is going to be massive and give more innovations. More innovation. Though it's just at the beginning, we are hoping that blockchain is going to be one of the greatest innovation of man in the 21st century. Blockchain is awesome. Blockchain in Web3 helps set up cooperative ownership and governance structure. So unlike in Web2, where we have centralization of platforms, where we have the money bags owning every piece of great platform out there on the internet. So in Web3, we're talking about cooperative, people coming together to own what they want, okay? So there's going to be a shift from centralization to decentralization in Web3. Web3 is about decentralization. We got centralization in Web2. In Web3, we're talking about decentralization. Decentralization means it's not going to be in the hand of one man again. It's going to be in the hand of the people. Okay? The people decide what they want. The people decide where, what, how they want to go about their data on the internet. You know, in Web3, people are going to be owning things for themselves. Okay? That is the beauty of Web3. Okay? And Web3 can also be seen as the money layer. You see, since 23 years ago, I can never remember doing a video I was supported with $300. Yes. So people create something with incentive for other people to use. That is what Web3 is bringing. It's the money layer of the internet. You see, money is going to be decentralized. Money is going to go in the hand of the community, not in the hand of one man again. It's going to be in the hand of the community. That is exactly what we're talking about in Web3. It's all about blockchain, blockchain, blockchain. All data is going to be stored on blockchain. It's about the security of data. You see, with the birth of blockchain, data are going to be more secured on blockchain. So Web3 is empowering you to do things for yourself and absolutely get paid for it, okay, as you want, okay? Unlike before, you do for free, you never get anything. That is why with the birth of Web3, you see that platforms like Facebook, they are now wanting to monetize their platform so that whatever you create, you can also share in their ad money. Okay, in Google, you're seeing that already with YouTube. Then any platform on Twitter, you are seeing that with Rev. Everywhere you're going to now, people are monetizing their platform so that your creations will also benefit you, unlike what it used to be before. Okay, Netflix never produced any video, but they have a video for you to subscribe. Okay, YouTube never produced any video, but they have a YouTube video for you to subscribe. Whose money is that? Okay, though I love YouTube because they share their stuff with their creators. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is what Web3 is bringing for you. So whatever you produce, you have a share in it. Whatever you produce, you got to share for it. So I believe that Web3 is going to be for empowerment of the community. Web3 is bringing more money to the table. Web3 is going to be the money layer where money will be more available for the people to use. Whatever you're doing, you're going to be getting paid for it. Okay? People can decide to support you for anything you are doing that they like. Okay? You're doing a video, people can just come up and tip you something for doing a great video for them. So Web3 empowers you. Web3 gives you power, unlike Web2. In Web2, they steal your data, they use it for their pockets. But right now in Web3, you are going to own your data and you are going to benefit from it. Awesome. That is why I personally like Web3. Are you happy? Are you getting something, friend? Are you still with me? Because this is awesome. So Web3 gives you ability. Web3 gives you the ability layer. Web3 give birth to blockchain system. Web3 give birth to money system. Web3, that is why you're talking about cryptocurrency today. We can't do anything on web without talking about the latest finances that are coming up, taking over the whole world. We're talking about the Bitcoins, talking about the Ethereum, talking about every kind of cryptocurrency you can talk about right now on the internet. These are made possible by the coming of blockchain in Web3. I hope you are following me on this lecture today. Okay, now let's move on. Let's go ahead on this. Let's look at some examples. Let's look at Web3 examples, okay? Let's find some of use cases of Web3. One of the biggest dimension of Web3 is blockchain, as we have already said, okay? And this blockchain, for them to interact, they have to share data together, okay? They have to communicate with one another. Let's say a blockchain is doing a project and they need the data from another blockchain B. So how are they going to be communicating together? They are going to be communicating together through what we call API. We're going to be seeing API later on this presentation. So the blockchain sharing their data is going to be through API. And what is API? API stands for Application Programming Interface. This is a layer where applications talk to each other. The point where this application meet each other criteria is called endpoint. So A as an application, P as in programming, I as an interface. API, application programming interface. That is a layer where applications talk to each other. You know, many platforms built on the internet today, they communicate to each other through this process. Let's take, for example, look at Fiverr. If you're not used to Fiverr, Fiverr is a freelancer marketplace. Look at this Fiverr here. Have you ever wondered why you are able to sign into Fiverr without username and password, but by clicking any of the three button arrows are pointing? Look at, you can sign in with your Facebook, you can sign it with Google, you can sign in with Apple. So how did it come that your account with Apple, your account with Google, your account with Facebook can interact with Fiverr? That is the power of API. So it was with API that Fiverr was able to pull these credentials, making sure actually that you are the owner of those accounts to register on their platform. Fiverr want to make sure that it's real people that are on their platform. That is the essence of this. So simply mean that Fiverr shared an endpoint with Facebook, Google, and Apple API. API is what makes this application to talk to each other to approve your login credentials. API does a great work in blockchain space. Let us see some of those use cases. One of them is, how do we access token balance for an address? We can see token balance in Blockchain Explorer like erscan.io or with a Covalent API. Covalent, I think it's far better to do it in Covalent, as we're going to demonstrate. You're going to see it for yourself how to do this on Covalent. This is very, very important. How you find historic portfolio value. We can find this on investment data marketplace like Covalent. Covalent is an important platform that blockchain space cannot do without, because this is a marketplace for API, or they gather a lot of data of different blockchain systems on their platform. So working with Covalent API give you access to thousands of APIs of many blockchain platforms. How you find NFT collection market cap. We also going to demonstrate this in a jiffy. We can find these on NFT marketplace. Yes, we can see this in OpenSea and with Covalent API. But we're going to focus on Covalent API right now, okay? Now in blockchain, one great platform that is helping blockchain projects to communicate with each other is called Covalent. Covalent is a mega platform that unifies Web3 API. So Covalent Unified API can be used to pull balances, positions, historical granular transaction data from dozens of blockchain networks. That's as I was saying. They are very important to investors and other businesses that depend on data to make decisions. A tip: you can use Covalent API to make NFT investment decisions. Sure, you can. You can if you know how to go about it. And we're going to demonstrate in a jiffy how you can be able to go about with your API on Covalent. Okay, when you visit Covalent website, covalenthq.com/API, that is going to take you to where you're going to be seeing the API dot. Okay, these are pre-written or templates for you. You can use or you develop your own. So as you can see, these are an example request. This is a custom. With this custom, you do your own. Okay, but we're going to be using the one that is already done for us to demonstrate what we want to show you right now. So when you come to this place, you will see class A endpoint. Okay, class A endpoint. You can also see class B endpoint. You can also see price endpoint. Now, these are endpoints that you can see and work with. Okay, remember what we say about endpoint. Endpoints are the point that data meet together. Okay, they are where data meet together. So your parameters must meet the parameters of the API you want to collect. So two of them must meet to have a communication. So if you don't have the correct parameters, you cannot be able to pull the data. Okay, so the API must work together to agree. That's the point we're trying to make. So if your parameter is outside, or is like this, it's not going to work. If your parameter is like this, it's not so going to work. So they have to be like this. They have to communicate. They have to be one-on-one. Okay, they have to see each other. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Okay, so let's check out something here. What I want to look at right now is get balance on the class A endpoint. Okay, you go to balance. Under balance, you're going to see get token balance for address, get historical portfolio value over time, get ERC20 token transfer for address, get token holders as of any block height, get changes in token holders between two block heights, okay, of any blockchain. Okay, so these platforms with Covalent API, you can gather a lot of data. As long as you can see in ERC20, you can see that you can get the token holders between two blocks. You can get that in this place. So this is an amazing platform that you need to explore for yourself to discover what is going on in this place. Okay, and right now, to do that, let's say you want to get this token balance for address. You click on it. This is what is going to get out for you. This form is available here. Okay, you have example requests, you have custom requests. If you click on custom requests, you're going to be entering what you want to do for yourself. But we're currently using example requests. Click on that, then click on run. You're going to get your answer here. Okay, this is where the display is. As you can see, it's being displayed on JSON format. This is a JSON format. So there is need to format it in a way that you may be able to understand it. Okay, we're looking at get token balance for address. Okay, look at the contract address. Okay, and we want to get the token balance. We want to get what is the balance of this address. Okay, this is the contract name, kydy.org. They are the owner of this, and this is their contract address. We want to check out, we want to see the balance on this address. Okay, this is the type, cryptocurrency. As you can see here, this is the URL of where we're getting this tool. Okay, last transfer as at 2021 11/17. Okay, on this date, as at this date, by this time, this is what this data is getting for us. Okay, now you can see the balance. This is the balance. So look at this. This is the figure, the balance on this address. 24 hours balance is this. Okay, and the quote as at this time is this. Okay, the quote rate in 24 hours is not, so it's not available. The point we're making is that you can see that with this platform, you can query any kind of wallet address and get their balance over time. You can get the balance on any address on this place. That is the point we're making. So this is a great tool that you can explore for yourself if you are looking for blockchain APIs. And the beauty of it is that the API is free. So you're not paying for anything. So this is for you. Come and explore it. Come and explore Covalent API. Okay, as you can see from here, this is the BTC. This is the ticker symbol BTC. And we want to get the price of BTC from January 2021, 1st of January 2021 to 28th of February 2021. We want to check out the Bitcoin prices, okay? That's what this demonstration is about. Okay, so you can leave here blank. You enter the page number, enter the page size, you click on run. When you click on run, this is going to display. Okay, from here you can be able to see the date. Okay, you can see the date, the price. Okay, these are different metadata. It's important to let you know that the format you're going to be getting the data is called JSON format. Okay, this is how JSON display its data. On 27, you can see the price. On 25th, you can see the price 49. 24th, you can see 48. 21 is 56. On 19th of February is 51. On 15th of February is 48. On 14th is 46. On 9th of February is 46. On 6th of February is 37. So that is how this platform helps you to get data that you are looking for. If you have a platform and you want to integrate their data, you can get API from here. Okay, you can get API from the last information I know. They are giving free data that is on this place is free. You can connect for free. Okay, so you can come here, check out get free API to integrate or pull data from this platform to your own site. As you can see, on 1st of February, it was 33,000. So these are data that we are currently looking at. The prices of Bitcoin from January 2021 to February 2021. So far you have seen the prices differently. this is just a tip of what this platform can do. There are many, as you can see from here. They have other works. They have class B endpoints, okay, and they can gather data from PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, Aave, Compound, Curve, balance. A lot of data is available here, so you can explore. You can talk about balances, okay, like we say, get historical balance, okay, get token balance for address, get historical portfolio value, okay, get ERC20 token transfer for address. So there are many things you can absolutely do from this place. So Covalent make a lot of things possible for people who are looking for. They provide unified API for billions of blockchain data points, okay? So it's very important you go check out Covalent API website, covalenthq.com, for more information. I want to thank you very much for watching this video, and I trust that you have learned what API is. You have also understood what Web3 is, what Web2 is, and what Web1 is. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.